City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubank.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very nice of you. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Card Sharks. You know you can win a fortune on this game. Our returning champion's well over $30-some thousand, and we're going to meet him in just a moment. But right now, to guarantee that our players get a fair deal, I want you to meet our two lovely Card Shark dealers. Here they are. Susanna and Lacey are dealers, and girls, if you would, please start dealing out the cards. And Lacey will be dealing the red cards to our returning champion, while Susanna deals the blue cards on the lower level to our returning champion. While they're, or sorry, challenger, I should say. While they're doing that, let's meet our Card Sharks. Come in here, gang, if you would, please. Look who dressed up today.
Yeah.
Guy wins $34,700 and decides he better put a coat and tie on.
Sure.
Well, why not? Ribbon Spiffy, Michael.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Michael Priscilla, and I'm originally from Portland, Oregon. I've been in Los Angeles now for 3 years. I work for a major fragrance company where I also do a little skin consulting.
Good. Wonderful. Well, you can do all the consulting you want because you have a rich man now. You're $34,700. And this is our lovely challenger. Hello, Trish.
Hi, my name is Trish Donahue. I'm from New Orleans. I've been in California for about 4 years, and I love it here because there's no humidity and no mosquitoes.
But no Bourbon Street.
No Bourbon Street. Tough
Wild
town.
place, isn't it? Wild place. All right. Now, each of you, I know, cut the cards. We actually have dealt out cards from the same deck that we were playing with last time. As you know, the object of our game is to work your way across the board by predicting whether each card is higher or lower than the one preceding it. And we're going to pick it up from where we left off. If you remember yesterday, Michael had won the first game, $100. Trish, you need to win this game in order to stay in the match. Remember, first player to win 2 games wins the match and plays the big money card. So good luck to both of you. And let's start game number 2 between Michael and Trish with this high-low question. Goes to you, Michael. We surveyed 100 New York City cab drivers, and we asked them, have you ever been mugged by a passenger? How many cab drivers have been mugged by a passenger?
I would think that would have to be pretty high, Bob. Pretty high. Yeah, New York, mugging, sure, cab driver. So, I'm going to say it's about 69.
69 out of 100 cab drivers said they've been mugged by a passenger. Trish, would that actual number be higher or lower than that?
I think if it was that high, they'd have to give them combat pay. So somehow I don't think it could be that high. We're going to go down.
You're going to go lower. That's amazing. First of all, they have the cage between the two of you, and I'm scared to death of those guys. They're all mean and brutal. They worry me. All right, you say it's lower. Let's find out. Actual number of cab drivers who have been mugged is 22. You're right, Trish. It was lower. I'm afraid they're going to mug me. Trish, because you won the high-low question, you can change this base card if you want to, but here's your card. It's a jack. Pretty good card.
I think I'm going to keep that and go lower.
Go lower than the jack. Your card is now a queen. No. My goodness, no. And that means that Michael gets a shot at the cards. All right, Michael, what will it be? Let's find out. You got to play off this card. It's a 6.
Let's go higher, Bob.
Higher than the 6. Your card is now a 6 again. Nope. Gosh, it seems like things like that happened yesterday when you guys were playing. All right, so at the end of our first high-low question, you're tied up right there. Remember, first player to reach the end of the board wins the game. And let's go to our next high-low question to Trish. Trish, we surveyed 100 bachelors. We asked them, tell the truth now. Do you prefer a woman who is aggressive in romance? How many bachelors do prefer an aggressive woman? What a neat question, huh?
Well, I still think men hold on to their slightly chauvinistic tendencies.
Do you really?
Yeah. But that's the way I feel.
The audience is coming up the aisle.
Yeah, so they got knives and everything. That's how I feel about it. So I think men are frightened of women that are very, very aggressive. And
even in today's modern times?
Even today.
I'll be darned. So how many bachelors say they prefer an aggressive woman?
I'd say only about 44.
44 out of 100 prefer an aggressive woman. Well, look at Michael shake his head.
We like them aggressive.
What's this wee stuff? You got a frog in your pocket?
No. So I'm going to say it's higher.
You think it's higher than the 44?
I like aggressive women, yeah.
You like aggressive women?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most men like aggressive women. I really do. The actual number of bachelors who prefer an aggressive woman is 86. You're right. Yeah. We got that one right, didn't we, Michael? Michael and I, we know about that stuff.
Change the card.
You don't want the 6?
No.
All right, Michael. Whatever you say. The 6 is now a queen.
Okay,
Better card.
let's go lower.
Lower than the queen. Your card is now an ace. Can you believe it? 2 cards would have done that to you. All right, got to play off the jack, Trish. You get a free shot.
We're going to go lower.
Lower than the jack. Here it is. It's a 4. Player free. Higher than the 4. No! There you go again. My goodness. That's terrible. The cards are just not rolling for you. We'll pause for these words. We'll be right back. We'll see if you're lucky. All right?
Class, welcome to Family Feud's Portrait Pointers. First pointer, make sure your shot is action-packed. If someone passes out during the shoot, please prop them up. And above all, remember the deodorant. Want to see more? Just watch Family Feud tomorrow at 4 on Buzzer. Ugh, not again.
Happy Buzzer birthday to game show host Regis Philbin.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Well, maybe the cards will change a little bit now because they've really been bad today. Michael, you've got the first game, as you know. You must win this game to win the championship. Trish will try to keep that from happening. So let's continue with this game. And the high-low question goes to Michael. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, if you could do only one of the following in your lifetime, which would you choose? To get married or to have a baby? How many single women would choose to have a baby?
They couldn't have both.
No, they can only get one. Would they choose to, how many single women would choose to have a baby?
Well, I would think that the maternal instinct being so strong within a woman that it's really important to have a child. And I think that she could carry on a relationship without marriage, but still have a child. And I think a lot of them would want him. I'm just going to say it's going to be about 85.
85 out of 100 would choose to have the baby if they could get married or have a baby. Trish, are you married?
No.
You're not married?
I'm the other percent because I don't want to have kids. So,
Someone shot at me again.
That was God. I'm in trouble now. I think the amount of women would be lower. I don't think every woman needs to have a baby to feel whole.
I read a survey not too long ago that said about 80% of married couples choose not to have children, which I was really amazed at. You may be right. Let's find out. The actual number of single women who would choose to have a baby is 35. Yes, it was lower. Now, Trish, there sits the Jack player change.
I'm going to change it. I've had
get rid of that card, huh? Bad luck kind of a card. All right, your new card's a king. There we go.
Yes, we're going lower.
Lower than your king. Your card's a 10. You can freeze, protect your position, or you can play on, but if you do, Michael gets a shot.
Go lower.
You want to go on? Lower than the 10. Deuce. Yes.
Go up.
Go higher than the deuce. Ace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go down.
For the game, of course.
She stays alive. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. When we took a commercial break, the cards just turned around for you. All right. So Michael's won game number 1, Trish wins game number 2, and that means that we must play our tiebreaker game. Keep in mind, in the tiebreaker game, we play with only 3 cards and a maximum of 3 high-low questions. Winner of this game plays the big money cards. Let's go to Trish. Trish, we surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, do violent rock music videos encourage children to engage in violent behavior? How many child psychiatrists said violent videos do encourage violent behavior?
I think that number's got to be pretty high because kids have a tendency to imitate what they see. And so I think that the psychologist would, if that was something continual in the child's life, then, you know,
really?
It's out to the streets.
Be a high number then?
Yeah, I do.
How many out of 100?
78.
78 psychiatrists out of 100 say that these videos encourage violent behavior. Michael?
No, I think that if you're raised in a good family, you can watch the videos and it's really not going to affect you that much.
So you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be lower.
Lower. You know, I tend to agree. When I was a little boy, I was a cowboy. I bet I killed 300 people a day. You know, boom, boom, you know?
Right.
I've never hurt anybody since then. Kicked a dog. No, I did not. No, I didn't. Missed him. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said that violent music videos encourage violent behavior is 80. No, it wasn't lower. It was higher. I can't believe that. All right, Trish can believe it now. Trish, you won the high-low question, so change this card if you want.
Change it, please.
Change it? All right. The 5 is now a 3. A little bit better.
Let's go higher,
Go
please.
higher than the 3. Your card is a 6. Player freeze.
I'm going to go higher.
Gonna go on. If it's higher than the 6, you're the new champ. Play the big money cards. No! Michael. Michael gets a reprieve. Okay, Michael, here we go. You got a free shot now. Card's a 5. You got to play.
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 5. Your card is now a jack.
Lower.
Gonna go on for the championship. Yes! There you are. Thank you. Oh, God, got it, sis. I thought you would freeze on that 6. I really did. I thought, the laziness stopped right there. Okay, you get $100. We have some very nice prizes for
I've
you.
had such a nice time. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye-bye. We'll see you. Come here, Michael.
Yeah.
Whoa! Where are you? $37,000 or some figure like that? Well, let me tell you. We'll pause for these words and we'll be right back to see if Michael can win more money with the big money card.
Are you overcome?
Buzzer. 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 Welcome back to Card Sharks. I thought the lady was going to get you that time.
I almost did.
You know, I thought she was going to freeze on that 6. Had she frozen, she might have won the game.
Yes.
But it didn't happen. Here you are, champ. You've won, what, $34,800 so far. And now you got a chance to really increase it. Okay, Suzanne and Lacey have a brand new deck of cards that I know you cut before we went on the air, and we're going to play our money cards. And here's how we do that. The $200 you won just a moment ago is yours to keep, along with the other $34,600. And that's no matter what happens here. So we're going to start you off with new money to bet with. Okay, we'll start you on the bottom line with $200. You bet your way across that line, calling off high and low cards. When you get to the second line, we'll add another $400 to it. You bet your way across the line again. Remember, minimum bets are $50 each, except when you get to the top card up there, the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your earnings. And you'll have 3 opportunities to change any card you don't like. As you can see, Susanna is dealing out 3 cards there, so anytime you want to change, you can do that. You know all these rules. Yeah. My goodness. Let's give him $200, and let's see what he can do today. Will he turn that $200 into $32,000? You could, if you play him right.
Let's go.
Good luck, Michael. Here we go. Your first card is a queen.
All right. Let's do 200 lower.
Gonna go 200 lower. If a queen
lower.
shows up, it's a push. No win, no loss. It's a card's a 5. Okay, there you are with $400.
Right. Let's go 300 higher.
$300 higher than the 5. It's an 8. Now you've got $700.
Change it with number 3.
All right,
3.
he wants to change. The
Number
8 will
3.
now become a 10. A little bit better. You got $700.
Let's go 500 lower.
$500 lower than the 10. Your card is a queen. No, not lower. That brings it down to $200. If the queen becomes your base card, we'll give you another $400. So you have $600, and you're playing off the queen.
We're going to have to go all of it higher.
All of it higher.
All of it higher.
All of it
lower. I'm sorry, lower.
Okay,
lower.
Tell me again.
Lower.
All of it lower than the queen.
Yeah.
For $600, is it lower than the queen? Yes, it's lower than the queen. You are now $1,200.
All right. 800 lower.
$800 that is lower than the jack. Your card is a 6. You've got $2,000. Still 2 cards over there.
Change it with number 2.
6 will now become a deuce.
Yeah. All of it higher.
All of it, that it
All
goes
of it
higher than the deuce. It is a 9. Now you're $4,000. 9 is there. Change if you want.
Change that.
Change it.
Number 1.
Okay. Get rid of the 9. Your new card up here is a 10. You must bet at least $2,000.
$3,000 lower.
$3,000 that it's lower than the 10. Your card is a king. No. And that means you only
win
$1,000 today. That's all right. Not bad at all. Okay, so that puts you up to about 35, 36. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. And we'll also be back in just a moment after these commercial words, and we will meet a new challenger for Michael.
Introducing all-time Whammy favorites from K-Buzz, featuring Whammy legends like Hemi Whamette. Act now and you'll also get a Whammy Fab 4, Whammy Presley, the Whammy Tone, Michael Whammy, and many more. All-time Whammy favorites, not available in stores, only on Buzzer. Next.
It.com.
Let's meet a new challenger on Card Sharks, and here she comes. Hi, Carol. Aren't you a pretty lady?
Thank you.
Tell us about Carol.
My name is Carol Baptiste. I'm a native of California, born and raised in L.A. I'm a word processor by day, student by night, and I'm a newlywed of 4 months.
Are you really?
Yes.
Where'd you meet your husband?
I met my husband. He was a friend of an ex-boyfriend.
Friend of an ex-boyfriend?
Yes, friend of an ex-boyfriend.
Were you going with that guy when you met your husband?
Yes.
Yes. And you said, shine on, pal, I'm going to go over here.
No.
No.
It was much later. We met at a New Year's Eve party.
Isn't that a romantic story?
Yes.
Gets me right here. Somewhere. All right. I know you cut the cards, didn't
Yes,
you?
I
All
did.
right. And we're dealing out cards from a brand new deck. We're going to start this match off between Michael and Carol. And we'll do that with our first high-low question. Goes to our champ. He's a pretty happy guy. He's won over $35,000, so he should be right. We surveyed 100 married men, Michael, and we asked them, can a couple be happily married even if they never make love? How many married men said, yes, a couple who never makes love can still be happily married? What an interesting question.
That's a very interesting question. Of the people that I know are married, I don't think they'd be real happy without it.
Really?
So,
I mean, is that the whole crux
but then
of
again,
the marriage?
no, I don't, well, yeah, it could be. No, I'm going to say that it's going to have to be a middle number because I have no clue. And it's going to be about 49.
49 out of 100.
I guess.
What a great question.
That's tough.
Carol, will that number be higher or lower than 49? The question again, can a couple be happily married even if they never make love?
You know...
How many said they still can be happy?
Happy? No, I think sex is an indicator of how happy your marriage is. So I'm going to say, if you're... What's the question?
Oh. I would... Sex is an indicator. I'll be darned. How many married men said yes, a couple... This is married men said yes, a couple who never makes love can still be happily married?
No, it's lower than 49.
You think it's going to be lower than the 49?
It's real important to men.
I think it's going to be higher than the 49.
You think so?
I don't know. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
Actual number of married men who said a couple who never makes love can be happily married is 48. Whoa! Whoa! Just barely lower. That means that it's Carol who gets a shot at the cards.
Okay.
All right, Carol. You ready?
I'm
Here we
ready.
go. Here's your first card. It's a queen.
All right, lower.
Lower than the queen. The card is an 8.
Oh,
Player freeze. Freeze right there. Sure. Protect your position. Keep Michael away from the cards because he's a killer when it comes to those cards. You know that. All right. Got another high-low question. Carol, we'll start with you this time. We surveyed 100 married women. Now, something you know about. And we asked them, are you older than your husband? How many married women are older than their husband?
Not that many. Most women are younger than their husbands. So, I will say...
How many out of 100?
Out of 100?
Yes. Said that
Very
they are
little.
said they're
Gosh.
older.
I'll say that they're older. 15.
15 out of 100 said that they're older than their husbands. Michael, higher or lower?
I think that in this day and age, women are married a little later in life.
Yes.
And so I'm going to say that it's going to be higher.
Yeah, I think so too. We'll see. Actual number of married women who are older than their husbands is 24. Higher, yes. Now, Michael, got to do some catching up, my friend. Here's your card. You won the high-low question, so change that one if you want to.
Change it.
Absolutely. The 8 now becomes a king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. There's a 10. Freeze or play on.
Let's go. Let's freeze.
Gonna freeze.
Yeah.
All right. He had the inclination to go on, but he's decided to freeze and play it safely. Yes, I know it did. High-low time. Here we go. For Michael, we surveyed 100 women flight attendants, and we asked them, have you ever slapped a pilot for getting fresh? How many stewardesses have slapped a pilot?
Bob, I think that's going to have to be a real low number because a pilot and a flight attendant, they're both very important jobs, and they're professional people. I just don't think they'd react that way. Maybe put in a complaint, but... Well, so... I'm going to say that it's going to be a low number, about 19.
19 out of 100. Carol!
I agree with him. I don't think a lot of pilots are lechers. I don't think so.
You don't
So
think pilots are leches?
No, I don't think they are.
Well, if
So
they do
I'm
slap,
gonna
my
say-
hope is when they're on the ground, not in the air.
But, oh God, 19 is such a hard number.
How
I'm
many
going to
stewardesses
say
have slapped a pilot?
have slapped a pilot?
Higher or lower than 19?
Lower.
Lower than 19. The actual number of stewardesses who have slapped a pilot for getting fresh is 10. Yes, it was lower. Now, Carol. Now.
That card.
Yes, you froze on the 8, and now you won the question, so you can change the 8. It becomes a 7. You got to play.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 7. Your card is a 5. Oh. Michael gets a free shot. Michael got to play off the 10.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the 10. Here it is. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 5. 8. Player freeze. Freeze it right there.
Freeze.
Good for you. Okay. And once again, that keeps your opponent away from the cards. Michael has a slight edge in this game. We'll continue with this game when we come back, and we'll do that right after this.
Do you suffer?
We must go, but we'll pick it up tomorrow with Sudden Death Time. Until then, I'm Bob Eubanks, for Susanna, Lacey, Gene, and the whole gang saying thank you very much for watching Card Shark. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a gift certificate from Sears Spring Summer Catalog with over 1,200 pages of ideas. 1-800-453-7000. And Butler Gum Toothbrushes. Help fight plaque and reduce gum disease. Save with your coupon in this week's newspaper, Butler Gum, the Better Brush. And capture your best memories with a Polaroid. The Sun 600 comes with carrying case and coupon for free film. And a member of our studio audience will receive Chinon 35 FA Super Auto Everything 35mm compact camera. Just point and shoot. Autofocus electronics make picture taking fun and easy from Chinon. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.